Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Stout Advice. My name is Logan Stout. Stacy Goslin out of Maryland suggested the word patience just now through my Facebook page. Patience. What's so funny is I'm very qualified to speak on patience, and I'll tell you why I'm very qualified. Because I'm the most impatient human being you'll probably ever meet. It's ironic that patience was a suggested word because I'm not very good at patience. I got to be very clear on this one. But it's interesting because when you're not really good at it, that means you probably work on it a lot. And so patience. You know, anytime I get involved in a situation and I feel like I acted in a way that was impatient, which is quite frequent, one of the things I always do is I step back. I evaluate, I reassess the situation, and a lot of times in my situation, I have to go back and I have to apologize to some people for being impatient, right? I'm a get it done now, period, end of story, no excuses guy. And sometimes there are legitimate reasons why something doesn't get done in a timely manner, and so it takes patience to do that. So that's one example I'm going to give you where patience is important. Another example where patience is important is when you are grinding through a business venture maybe, right? There's a lot of folks that listen to these videos that are in direct sales, home-based businesses, great industry, an industry that changed my life. And a lot of times when you get involved in an industry like that, or any kind of position in sales, you're trying to close a deal, you're trying to get a deal done, you're trying to promote to a new position, a new rank, whatever it may be. And it's very common for the results to take longer than one would want. And so patience is certainly required. So one of the things I always remind myself of is never lose track of the big picture. As I'm doing this video now, we're in the pre-launch of a brand new direct sales company that I'm launching. And trust me, nobody wants this launch to get here more than I do. And so this has been one of the ultimate tests of patience for Logan Stout. No question. And I just keep reminding myself, big picture, big picture, big picture. And everything works out the way it's supposed to. Action item number one, go back and evaluate situations in which you were impatient. You weren't patient as you should have been. And then check yourself in regards to what could I have done differently? How could I have responded in a more caring, sympathetic, empathetic, loving manner? That's action item number one. Action item number two, whenever you start to get impatient, this is what I do to myself. Just step back. Deep breath, step back, reassess, understand it's about the big picture, and life just works a lot better that way. Stacy, thank you for submitting patience as this week's Stat Advice. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next week.